Hey, in a world where almost all the top players have their own YouTube channels and Twitch streams going on, you choose to learn chess from barely 600 elo. So I got to ask, why? But since you're here, let's get the basics out of the way. This is the humble pawn, it goes straight, not a fan of LGBT. In fact, it attacks non-straight. This is the bishop, aka the agent 47. This is the rook, you use it for your suicidal tendencies according to future GM Gotham Chess.
Let's go! Let's go!
This is the king. He is useless, and you, the peasant, have to cater to his needs, much like real-life politicians. This is the queen. You will blunder her on the fourth move, trust me, bro. And the last but not least, this is the knight who goes hop hop side hop. Now you know how they move. The objective is to capture the king. Actually don't, because after sending 90% of his army to that, this asshole gets to walk away. Because you can't capture it, you can only checkmate it. Much like real-life politicians. Chess is more than 1.5 millennium old, originally starting from India in the 6th century. From there it traveled to the Arab world and then Europe, which is where modern day chess was created. But the Pope didn't like that they were represented in the game by a dang fish looking piece, so they banned it in France for a while. Also at some point Russia really took over with brilliant players like Mikhail Tal and no one else worth mentioning really. I'm just kidding. Dennis Kismatulin is also worth mentioning, but not for the reasons you might imagine. Now you know the moves and the history, so you and I have reached an equilibrium in our chess knowledge. So let's talk about some top players next. This is Magnus Carlsen, who is
famous from Levy's YouTube videos.
Fabiano Caruana.
Do you have any women by any chance?
Queen d6. I need some rest.
Hikaru Nakamura. He's the guy every 400 rapid uses as inspiration. Anish Giri, aka the Tata Steel Bandit. Ding Liren, aka the guy that keeps getting bullied. Ali Raza Feruza. He's mostly a fashion designer but occasionally plays chess. And well, the list goes on and on. Countless chess players I could name and talk about. I'm definitely not googling this or anything. So instead, I'm gonna rant about some really good chess players. Meet Bobby Fischer. This American grandmaster had a deep love for chess to his last breath.
I hate chess!
He is also the creator for Chess 960. I mean, look at this gentleman. Wonder what he thinks about women Jews, eh? By the way, did you know that his favorite attack in chess is where you bring both towers to the second last rank? That way he could cause a lot of trouble. He used to call rooks towers, by the way. If you don't believe me, then just Google Bobby Fischer's opinion on the twin tower attack. Gonna put that in Jay Schlatt's Reddit. He loved chess.
I hate chess!
Now you know everything you need to know, so go out there, take a deep breath and come right back in, cause the most accessible way for you to play chess is online. Now I'm sure there are any number of websites where you could play chess online, but the two most famous ones are chess.com and Chessly. But who uses Chessly? More on chess.com, there's an elo based system going on there. Elo is basically how good you are at the game. Have fun with those 2000 elo dreams, kid. Also on chess.com there's this thingy where you can see the nationality cause a little flag appears next to their name. When I see that Indian flag, oh, it's on. Sorry but the sibling rivalry fuels me. Square up, sissy. Honestly, I could go on and on about legendary games played in the history of chess. I'm a novice, so I only know about the game between Donald Bryan and Bobby Fischer. Actually, let's talk about the immortal game, played between Adolf Anderson and Lionel something. The game was so epic that the spectators aggressively threw gold coins at the players, almost as if they were shooting some birds or something. Chess, for the most part, has been a game of human creativity, pattern recognition, and memory. And won't you know it? Computers can do all of those things better than the average Joe Schmo. So it was only time until chess-playing robots came on the scene. At first, they sent out Deep Blue that fought the world champion of that time, Garry Kasparov, in 1996, and humanity won. And then the next year, Kasparov lost to Deep Blue. And since then, computers have been better than human persons. So much so that the strongest of GMs struggle to beat strongest of bots. You and I non-grandmasters can barely beat Martin bot. I swear this bot is stronger than Levy gives it crap.
Stupid.
And of course there's the occasional jerk that uses these bots to cheat. Remember what we said to cheaters, kids?
Kill yourself. It'll only take a minute, and you'll be happy that you did it. Just go over to your oven and shove your head in it.
Some famous bots may include Stockfish, Mittens, Hans Niemann's beads. Oh wow, I just realized that I haven't talked about the hierarchy. Yes, this board game, it has a hierarchy. There's this federation called FIDE, and they hand out official titles to the world's strongest players. These titles include Grandmaster, International Master, and Fight Master. This for the boys! For the girls, we have Women's Grandmaster, Women's International Master, and Women's Fight Master. What's the difference, you ask? Well, my guess is as good as yours. Now you may ask why I didn't start with these titles instead of ranting about the players. Well, it's cause You and I both know these titles aren't useful to like 99% of you. And to the ones it is relevant, they probably already knew everything about it, even more than me, so womp womp I guess. Speaking of the rules, how young do you think you have to be to start playing chess? 3 years apparently. Meet Misha, a once 3-year-old that would probably whoop you and I in a round of chess. Although he stopped playing after some time. In chess there is also the system of stalemate, which is the chess equivalent of losing your will to live and fucks to give. This happens when you're winning but your opponent has no legal moves because you're a top G who managed to cut all routes of escape. And the game rewards you by ending the game in a draw because it's a fucking stalemate. One final say to the cheaters, you must really hate jokes since you hate your life. And that's all for today. Before you leave, remember to checkmate that subscribe button and good night. You know what's really crazy? You can spend your entire life learning chess and this asshole could beat you by pre-moving the entire fucking thing. Nah, that is some magic. I'm calling the Salem trials. Y'all missed one.